When you cross that milestone of turning 50, life takes on a different rhythm. The mornings feel a little slower, the body doesn't bounce back the way it used to, and energy levels sometimes dip when you least expect it. Maybe you've noticed that your joints ache a little more after a walk, or that a good night's sleep isn't as easy to come by as it once was. Many people in their 50s, 60s, and beyond quietly admit that even the foods they once loved don't sit the same anymore. Digestion feels different, weight tends to creep up, and the doctor's warnings about blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood sugar suddenly start to sound more personal. But here's the good news: food is not only fuel, it's medicine, it's comfort, and it's joy. And among all the foods out there, there's one humble hero that has stood the test of time and science: eggs. Today, I want to share with you 3 delicious egg recipes that aren't just tasty, they're designed to support healthy aging, protect your body, and bring you the kind of comfort that only a simple, well cooked meal can. Because the truth is, healthy eating after 50 doesn't have to be complicated. It can be joyful, nourishing, and deeply satisfying. And eggs are one of the easiest ways to make that happen. Before we dive into these recipes, I want to talk for just a moment about why eggs matter so much for those of us over 50. See, as we age, one of the biggest challenges we face is maintaining muscle mass. After the age of 50, we start losing muscle naturally, and this loss accelerates as we move into our 60s and 70s. That's why you sometimes hear older adults complain about weakness, slower walking, or difficulty lifting things they once managed easily. Protein is the antidote to this muscle loss, and eggs are one of the best, most affordable, and most bioavailable sources of protein you can find. Just one egg has about 6 to 7 grams of high quality protein, plus essential amino acids that your body absolutely needs but cannot make on its own. On top of that, eggs provide vitamin D, which supports bone health, B vitamins, which keep energy metabolism strong, and choline, which plays a key role in brain health and memory. Think about that for a moment. Something as simple as an egg can help strengthen your muscles, your bones, and your brain. Now, let's take this science and make it delicious. Because healthy eating isn't just about nutrients, it's about flavor, tradition, and joy. The first recipe is something warm, simple, and comforting: a spinach and mushroom egg scramble. Picture this: a pan sizzling lightly with olive oil, a handful of fresh spinach wilting down, earthy mushrooms releasing their aroma, and then a few beaten eggs poured right over the top. This dish comes together in minutes, but the benefits last much longer. The spinach brings in a big boost of vitamin K, important for bone strength, and antioxidants like lutein, which support eye health. Mushrooms add vitamin D and fiber, helping digestion and immunity. And the eggs tie it all together with protein. When I make this for breakfast, I like to add a sprinkle of feta cheese, not too much, just enough for flavor. The tangy saltiness pairs beautifully with the softness of the eggs and the greens. You can serve it with a slice of whole grain toast if you want a little extra fiber, or enjoy it as is for a low carb option. What I love most about this recipe is that it feels hearty without being heavy, and it gives me steady energy throughout the morning. If you've ever found yourself crashing mid-morning after a bowl of cereal or a pastry, switching to an egg-based breakfast like this can truly change the way your day unfolds. Have you ever tried a simple scramble like this? If not, I encourage you to give it a shot tomorrow morning. And if you do, let me know in the comments how it made you feel, because I love hearing your experiences and your own twists on recipes. Now for the second recipe, let's step beyond breakfast and into a dish that can be enjoyed for lunch or even dinner: baked eggs with tomatoes and herbs. This recipe is inspired by Mediterranean cooking, where simple ingredients come together in ways that are not only delicious, but also heart healthy. Imagine ripe tomatoes chopped and seasoned with a little garlic, oregano, and olive oil, all placed in a small baking dish. Crack a couple of eggs right into the tomatoes, slide the dish into the oven, and bake until the whites are set, but the yolks are still golden and soft. What comes out is nothing short of comforting: a warm, fragrant dish where the sweetness of the tomato melds perfectly with the richness of the egg. This recipe is powerful because tomatoes are rich in lycopene, an antioxidant that supports heart health and may even help reduce the risk of certain cancers. Combined with the protein of eggs and the healthy fats from olive oil, this meal nourishes you in all the right ways. I've served this dish to friends who were skeptical at first. Eggs for dinner? They'd laugh. But once they tasted it, they we're convinced. It's filling, flavorful, and perfect for those evenings when you want something satisfying but not too heavy. And let me share a little personal reflection here. When you reach your 50s and beyond, food is no longer just about filling your stomach. It's about protecting your future self, about making choices today that will allow you to walk into your 70s, 80s, and 90s with strength and dignity. Recipes like this aren't just meals, they're investments in your independence and vitality. If that resonates with you, take a moment to subscribe to this channel because I share tips and recipes exactly like this to help people over 50 thrive. Now, let's move on to the third recipe, which is a little indulgent yet incredibly beneficial: avocado egg salad with Greek yogurt. Forget the heavy mayo-laden versions of egg salad you might have grown up with. This version is creamy, refreshing, and full of nutrients that support healthy aging. Here's how I do it. Boil a few eggs until they're hard cooked, peel them, and mash them gently with a ripe avocado. Instead of mayonnaise, I use a dollop of plain Greek yogurt, which not only keeps it creamy, but also adds extra protein and probiotics for gut health. A squeeze of lemon juice brightens the flavor, and a sprinkle of dill or chives makes it feel fresh and vibrant. The avocado provides heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, which support cholesterol levels and help reduce inflammation. The eggs, again, deliver protein and brain-supporting choline, and the yogurt boosts gut health, which becomes more important as we age because digestion often slows and the microbiome changes. I love this recipe because it feels like comfort food with a modern, health-conscious twist. You can serve it on whole grain bread, wrapped in lettuce leaves, or even just with a spoon straight from the bowl. It's that good. And here's the deeper point. Aging doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. It means reimagining them in ways that work with your body today. This salad is proof that you can enjoy creamy, satisfying food while still supporting your heart, your digestion, and your energy levels. Think about how powerful that is. By making a simple swap from mayonnaise to avocado and yogurt, you transform a nostalgic dish into a tool for longevity. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about cholesterol and eggs. For decades, eggs got a bad reputation because of their cholesterol content, and many people in their 50s and 60s were told to avoid them. But the science has shifted. Most research now shows that dietary cholesterol from eggs doesn't have as big of an impact on blood cholesterol as once thought. In fact, for most healthy adults, eating up to 1 or 2 eggs a day is not only safe, but beneficial. Of course, if you have specific medical conditions, it's important to follow your doctor's advice. But for many of us, eggs are not the enemy, they're an ally. I bring this up because I know some of you may still be cautious, and that's understandable. But the truth is, eggs are a nutrient powerhouse, and when combined with vegetables, healthy fats, and whole grains, they become part of a diet that supports your body in powerful ways. If you've been avoiding eggs out of fear, I encourage you to talk to your healthcare provider and look at the latest research. It might just surprise you. Beyond the nutrients, though, there's something soulful about cooking with eggs. They're familiar, comforting, and versatile. They remind us of childhood breakfasts, family gatherings, and late-night snacks. They're budget-friendly, accessible, and easy to prepare. For me, that's part of their magic. They bridge the gap between science and comfort, between nourishment and nostalgia. As we get older, it's easy to feel like our choices are shrinking. The list of can't-have foods keeps growing. But eggs remind us that healthy eating can still be joyful, indulgent, and deeply satisfying. Let me leave you with this thought. Every meal you prepare is a chance to care for yourself. You are worthy of meals that not only taste good, but also make you stronger, sharper, and more energized. These 3 recipes, spinach and mushroom scramble, baked eggs with tomatoes, and avocado egg salad, are simple, but they carry within them the power to support your muscles, your bones, your brain, and your heart. If you try even one of them this week, you'll be taking a step toward a healthier, more vibrant version of yourself. And I'd love for you to share your journey. If you give these recipes a try, let me know in the comments how they worked for you, or even better, share your own favorite way to cook eggs. This community thrives on connection, and your story might inspire someone else who's watching. And if you found value in today's video, don't forget to subscribe, because together we can make aging not something to fear, but something to embrace with strength and joy. Remember this: life after 50 is not about decline, it's about redesign. You have the power to shape your health, your energy, and your future, one meal at a time. Eggs may be small, but they carry big hope. So tomorrow morning, when you crack one open, think of it as more than breakfast. Think of it as a promise you're making to yourself to stay strong, to stay vibrant, and to live with the fullness you deserve.